Week 2 of FunWhole February is coming at you right now. Welcome back to Brick Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited to have you with me today. So today is our second week in the FunWhole February series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the general store build. This again is in the Old West theme, just like our saloon build. So let's get into the build and then we'll talk about it after. So here is the FunWhole or FO general store. This part of their Old West theme. This is set F9057 with 1,895 pieces. This is interesting. It says secret chamber included in the back. Very exciting. So on the back it just lists, or it just shows some of the other themes. So we've already done the saloon and the sheriff's office. So next, right now we're doing the general store. On this side we have shows some of the minifigures, and in this one we do finally get a horse. So I'm so excited about that. So here's the manual, of course our lighting kit, and then all of the bags. So let me get this organized and I'll be right back. Okay, so we had 10 numbered bags, and again, there are multiple bags per number. We also had 2 bags that were labeled F as in FunWhole. They include the minifigure, the little figure parts, and also the supplemental pieces for hiding the wires, which we did not get in the general or the saloon. So this one is a newer set, so it should have some better wire management, and so far, let me just double check here, no stickers whatsoever, so these are going to be all printed pieces. Yay. And then we also got this unnumbered bag, which this one has an S on it. But we got some plates, cloth element, and some string. And then, of course, we got our light kit, where we have our 2 bags and then our battery box. Oh, and this time we get a small little screwdriver for the battery box. We've not gotten one of these before, so we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so let's get into, and then of course you have the service card, which again, if we take a look at it, this just has a couple of QR codes if you're missing parts or if you want to join the Delight World group. I believe this is on Facebook. You have your QR codes there. And then if we take a look at the manual, again, we have a nice picture on the front, information about the company here, some information about the general store, and it looks like we are taking inspiration from 1897. So again, some more information. And this one, it does look like they're attempting to give us a little storytelling. It's not just the general store, it is George Carter's general store. So here we have George Carter himself. Information about the electrics, troubleshooting the brick separator, how to be cautious with your wiring. You know, don't pull on the wire, always pull on the plug, how to hook up the battery box. And so this is interesting. So in this set, Usually when we encounter them is when we test the electrics, but here it looks like they want us to test all of the electrics right from the get-go. And then here we have our little minifigures, and then this tells us what's in this the auxiliary bags. Gives us a piece inventory, which is nice. How to assemble the figures. So we're going to get right into the build. Rather than open up all the wiring and everything right now and testing all that, we're just going to test it as we encounter it in the instructions. That way the pieces stay protected in their envelopes and we don't get things mixed up. So let's get right on to bag number 1. Okay, that's the end of bag number 1. So we've got a start on the foundation here. So this is a printed piece, of course. All right, so on to bag number 2. All right, so we got our first lighting string here, and we just tested them, make sure they are working, which they are. All right, and that's going to go right in there like so. Now we're going to take one of these pieces from the bag labeled F as in Frank, and we're going to train this wire to come right down there, just like so. And that is the end of bag number 2. So we've got a start on the first floor, and we installed these lights that we haven't done anything with so far, but I'm sure that is to come. So let's get into bag number 3. right, that's it for bag number 3. So we've got a couple of walls here. Still, we haven't done anything with this wire yet. So we've got the start to the ground floor. It looks like we've got the doors here, which actually was a pretty interesting technique, and they look pretty cool. All right, so on to bag number 4. All right, that's the end of bag number 4. So we've got the wiring in, buried in this wall for this light here. We've got it coming out over here, to be determined what we're going to be using that for. We have this back wall finished, this wall all finished off. We have this cool printed door piece. I think that looks really cool. And I just lost my little knife on this. Whoops, there we go. Put those in the little box there. All right, and that's the end of bag 4. Let's move on to bag number 5. Okay, that is it for bag number 5. So we finished off all of this. We've got some wiring done here. I believe we've got this secret room, which was alluded to on the box, a secret chamber. I believe that is in here. So let's move on to bag number 6. And that is it for bag number 6. So we got the stairs here, and then we got the balcony here. We got this light attached, and then we got some decoration along the front, and then some items along the side. So it looks like for bag number 7, we're going to be starting up on the 2nd floor. All right, it looks like for bag number 7, we're not going to need the first floor, so I'm going to set that aside. And then we will get right into working on the 2nd floor. All right, that's it for bag number 7. So we have a good start on the 2nd floor. We installed a light here and a light here. So we still have this light, and then we have this plug-in on this side and this side. So let's get into bag number 8. All right, that is the end of bag number 9, and we have both floors attached. And we have this nice light that's going to highlight the sign. And we've got an overhead light down below that's going to illuminate the first floor from the ceiling. So let's move on to bag number 9. That's it for bag number 10. So we have the roof on here, and then we've added some additional details off to the side. And so with bag number 10, we're going to be adding some more details up here in the front, plus we have a little horse and cart. So let's get into bag 10. Okay, that is bag number 10, and that is the finished general store. So we will flip the camera around and do the review. Here is the FunWhole general store. All right, so all in all, I think this is a great build. So this is a newer one from the saloon in that we have 2 stories, and one of the stories can be taken off, so it's that newer style. It also has the pieces to integrate the wiring in the walls on the floor, so it's not, the wires aren't quite so visible. And also one thing that I really love about it is the battery box. The switch is on the top rather than on the side here, which typically the way they have you orient these boxes, the switch is on this side, so you can't access it even though the battery box is sort of secured out of the way. Every time you want to turn the lights on or off, you have to take it off, flip the switch, and then put it back on. This one, the switch is on the top, so you don't have to do that. So I super appreciate that. And like I said, I think in the saloon review, I mentioned that these sets seem to be sort of an evolution. It's like the shortcomings in a set that I did previously have been resolved in a set that I'm doing after that. And this is also the case. The roof on this one is much more sturdy, even though we don't have a battery box that we're attaching to it. It's much more sturdy, and it does not feel flimsy at all. And then also, of course, this set is completely sticker-free. It is all print pieces. Every single decorated element you see is a print piece. So print, 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 print. All the prints, which I love. And one of my favorite prints, which might be hard to see, which I did talk about in the build video, is this printed door element, which is hard to see under this sort of covering here. But I love this printed door element. I love all of the details out here. It is a general store, so there's a lot of merchandise here for sale. And again, this is a FunWhole set, so there are lights. But first, let's take a look at the inside. So first of all, the roof comes off, so you can see inside. There's sort of a little mezzanine, if you will. Maybe this is the manager's office. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights and turn the lights on the model really quick so we can get a look inside here. So as you can see, we've got those lights on either side that illuminate this top floor. And then, of course, the top floor is removable. And it has that plate so that when you do remove it, the lights are disconnected from the top floor. So that is the main floor. And you can take a look inside. And then if we swing this around, you'll see we have this little side area here that's lit up. And then we have this lamp here. And if we go ahead and put the top floor back on, you'll see as soon as I click that in, the light illuminates on the second floor. And it sort of illuminates that general store sign. All right, so I'm going to turn the studio lights back on. So that is the general store, but let's take a look at some of the details. So on this side, we have more items stacked up. And then on the back, of course, we have this panel that will open to allow us to peer into the store. Battery box, we have this cool telephone or power pole that has this little transformer on the side that it sort of hooks up to. And then we have this side area here, which is sort of a carpentry area where you can maybe buy lumber or boards. And then, of course, the front, we have all these wonderful print pieces and all these items for sale. And finally, with this one, again, we get the hitching post and a trough, and we actually finally get a horse in this one. Kind of move this so it's a little easier to see here. Now, it's very basic. There's no printing on the horse whatsoever. But we do get a horse finally. So that is nice. And then also in the manual, there was rumors of this sort of secret chamber. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so this is the secret chamber. And the way you access it is there is this clip with this shovel piece. And so if you just pull on that shovel, it will open up the door. And there is a little light in there. And there are some gold bricks and a shotgun that are in that hidden chamber. So that is the hidden chamber. Okay, so that is the general store. What did you think of the general store? I think that it's a great improvement over the saloon in that we got all printed pieces. There were no stickers. They improved on the horses. They improved on the battery box situation. I think all in all, it's a great set. Also, as I mentioned in the build portion, or in the unboxing, I don't remember which, in this build, they started putting some storytelling elements in the instruction manual, kind of like we get in the modulars for the Lego sets. So here's a look at a few of them. So yeah, here's one that says the word is the bandit's in town. Might be we've crossed paths with him already. So here we have another one. The evidence is clear. Not my business now. So yeah, they're just starting to put a little fun in there. There's not very many of them. All right, so what did you think about the general store? Comment below, let me know. So next week, like I said, we are going to take a look at the post office, and that will be the last one in the Wild West theme. And then the week after, we're going to be taking a look at, I believe it's from their Town Life series. It's called The Balcony Theater. So remember to like, subscribe, share the videos. It really helps as we're trying to get those subscribers up to start giving away some free stuff to you guys. So until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.